Live from Radio Row in Minnesota, it's Levack Goz on 104.5 The Team.
Yes, my friends. So here's the situation. Every Monday, right around 4 o'clock, we do a little segment called Monday Mirages. And this is a very special Mall of America Super Bowl LII. That's 52 if you know Roman numerals,
yes,
my friend. Edition of Monday Mirages. Goz is going to point some stuff out. We're going to try and make sense of them. If I think it's something that can continue to happen, I'm going to say real, and then I'll vamp. If I don't think it'll ever happen again, I'll say Mirage, and then I'll make Goz angry.
Let's kiss up to the fans in Minnesota here with the first
Minnesota.
one. Real or Mirage, the Minnesota Vikings would have been a tougher matchup in the Super Bowl for the New England Patriots rather than the Philadelphia Eagles.
Man, I'm going to say Mirage, and here's the thing. Before I saw the game between the Eagles and the Vikings, I probably would have said real, but that game was such an amazing reminder of not only how great Fletcher Cox is, which is going to be a big difference maker in this game, how much they've upgraded the wide receiver position in Philadelphia, and how Nick Foles may not be elite, but he is an NFL quarterback. So I'm going to say the Eagles are the better matchup, which would make that a Mirage, correct?
Yes, they make that a Mirage. Man, I'm still leaning towards real on this. I really am, and I thought it's the backup quarterback situation because I looked at these future prop bets going into last week's, now it's almost 2 weeks ago's, conference championship games. And some sites believed that if the Vikings had played the Patriots, it would have been as close to being a 1-point game, possibly a pick'em, and I bet it would have been a pick'em with all the factors like game being played in Minnesota, a lot of Vikings fans there. It could have been a pick'em Super Bowl. But at that point, Philadelphia was listed as the biggest underdog in any matchup possible. The Eagles-Patriots, that was the team that was going to be the biggest underdog. Now, whatever it may have been in the desert, lack of respect for Nick Foles, maybe the question mark of how Doug Peterson would respond in the playoffs, it seemed as if Minnesota would be. So I'm going real. Minnesota's got a good defense, arguably one of the best in the league. Minnesota had a backup quarterback, like the Eagles. Stephon Diggs and Alshon Jeffrey. Offensive line, we talked to Matthew Collett earlier. I'll take the Vikings O-line over. They could have done a lot of things that the Jaguars did in their matchup. Vikings, and I'm not kissing up to Minnesota fans just to do it on the first one. I think they would have been a better matchup than the Eagles. The next one.
Have some serious home field. You're right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You're still wrong.
Rob Gronkowski. Lack of appearance at tonight's media day / opening night ceremonies makes you concerned about his status for Sunday's Super Bowl. Real or Mirage?
Real. And look, it's not just tonight. It's the fact that I saw that dude get concussed about a week ago from today, a week and a day ago today. And, you know, people recover at different rates from concussions. And, you know, tear an ACL, the guy's a physical freak. He'll be back in a month earlier than most people. Blow up his elbow, brace him up, he'll get out there somehow. Break a finger, who cares? You wouldn't even notice. But concussions are different. You cannot fake recovering a concussion. They're going to test you. They're going to test your mental acuity. They're going to test your pupils. They're going to test your ability to remember things. And if you don't pass each one of those tests, whether it's still really the concussion or maybe you just have a bad memory, you're not getting in that game. So I'm going to say real, and that's the scariest thing for me if I'm a Pats fan is that Gronk wouldn't be there.
Mirage for me, and here's why. As we learn here, there are different types of media people covering the event. Sports, general news. There may be some reporters here that just want to find out if the Patriots didn't do what they were supposed to when it came to concussion protocol. All right, Gronk, what happened when you got injured? Well, this happened. All right, what happened after that? All right, what happened after? There may be reporters there just to get that scoop, and all of a sudden Tuesday we come back, Gronk says something Gronk style. Biggest headline, did Patriots avoid concussion protocol? Are the Patriots hiding Gronk's concussion? The Patriots understood that was going to be the storyline. And Rob Gronkowski's done well enough, maybe better than most people give him credit for when it comes to handling the media in Boston. So having him out there answering questions only makes it an easy storyline for the national media and to a degree the local media if he had to do that. So it hasn't changed how I've thought. We're going to talk to more Patriot people leading up to the game. Mirage, I think he's going to be just fine. But that leads me to this. The opening night ceremonies is a better name than media night. Real or Mirage when it comes to tonight's event we're going to be covering?
Real. Media night is exclusionary to the fans. It makes it sound like it's only for us. Where opening night, I sell tickets to the fans. It's the first night of the week now. It kind of is the unofficial welcome to Super Bowl week for a lot of people. and there's a really good chance that at least one member of the Nickelodeon family and a dude dressed as a woman will be there tonight.
I feel so selfish answering that because that's a really good answer. The thing about selling tickets to it and calling it opening night ceremonies for the Super Bowl rather than media night makes good business sense. But I'm going to go Mirage. Can't we have something in the media?
Can't we all just get along?
Can't we just do something?
Can't we have
please?
something as we sit here in the Mall of America thanks to Bud Light, our friends at Bud Light who have sent us here as the Bud Light Super Bowl. Can't we just have something?
With a food court behind us.
Why are we so deprived?
Don't you know what it's like? I had to put
dilly,
pants
dilly.
on today.
No, that's it. That is a total Levack answer.
What?
That is so selfish. Why can't I just have something? No, that's me. You're supposed to be the voice of the people.
I'm just saying, I defend
and I'm
my
the one
media.
who's sitting here going, no, the media.
The media brethren. Don't call this Audio Avenue anymore. It's Radio Row.
3 of the people that I just talked to are big time radio guys. Didn't even bring their wallets. Okay, don't worry.
They didn't bring their wallets.
This is for the fans.
Where are they going for dinner?
Opening night, man. There'll be a big rock concert, and all we'll have to do is go talk to everybody, get video, get audio, share it on 1045theteam.com. And they'll probably give us sandwiches, too.
All right. Well, all that being said, we are covering that event tonight, and tomorrow's storyline may be involving this. Real or Mirage, Nick Foles will be the star of tonight's media coverage.
Oh, Mirage. I think that the star of tonight's media coverage, as always, is the one and only Tom Brady. Tom Brady, not only because he's Tom Brady, and the rumors about the rift between him and Belichick and Kraft and this and that, and then he had the hand. How's your hand? Is your hand better? But also, there's this. For people who don't know, he does a weekly appearance on a Boston radio show, and one of the members of the Boston radio show said something derogatory about Brady's daughter.
5 years old.
5-year-old Brady's daughter. Look, I'm the leader of Patriot Nation. That's off limits. So a lot of it's going to be, are you offended, or what are you going to do, whatever. Tom Brady, hands down, the star of opening night.
And the reason why that was said was because the Tom versus Time documentary is out on Facebook Live, and the host had perceived the daughter as being annoying, which she's 5 years old.
Did you write down what she said? I know you're not comfortable saying it. I'll say it.
I did. Yeah, go ahead and say it.
What is it? Did he call her an annoying little pissant?
Yep, that's exactly what she said. So he said that on the air, and people got offended, and Tom Brady went on the hit today on that radio station and said, I might be done. I might be done doing this hit. You guys can understand why.
I hate him so much for how good he is. He went on there very calmly. I don't even know if I would have went on, but he, out of respect, out of maybe a contractual obligation, whatever, which I'm sure there's not a lawyer in the world who can get him out of that based on they said something about his daughter, went on, said, look, here's the deal. I know you suspended the guy. My situation is as follows. I'm a father. You offended me. I'm not sure whether I'm coming back on this show ever again. Have a good day. He was polite. He was well-spoken. Dude, you talk smack about my daughter, knuckle up, kid, because this is about to get real. I'm not nearly as professional as Tom Brady.
Yeah, and it wasn't directly the host of the interviews. It was another host who had said it. But still, your name is attached to the radio station, and you're doing that. You're supporting a radio station that just did that. Imagine Giselle if it wasn't Brady.
Oh, dude, I'm way more afraid of her than Brady.
Yeah.
I think that's an extremely accurate depiction of that family. Who is it? Is it the supermodel or Giselle?
Last one here. We might have to go a little bit longer than usual on these answers.
Yeah, we do it long.
Real or Mirage? Ronda Rousey can be successful in the WWE. And I bring this up because you and I last night, I forced you to watch the Royal Rumble. You enjoyed it, I think.
There's a lot of it. A lot of it was pretty good.
And it ended last night with a women's Royal Rumble for the first time ever. Asuka was the winner. And then Ronda Rousey comes out, and she points to the WrestleMania sign. And according to Ramona Shelburne...
I'm sorry. I have to pull the curtain back real quick. The whole night we're joking around, this, that, and the other thing. There's a point where I actually, from travel, passed out for a couple minutes. And the whole time, we're just calm. Oh, hey, look, it's so-and-so and so-and-so. That Bad Reputation song comes on, and she comes out. And Tom Goslowski III, that's Ronda's music.
By God, it's Ronda Rousey's music. She's here.
No joke, no nothing. He was legitimately jump out of your seat excited when he heard that music come on. So now I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it was awesome. And the answer, I'm going to cut in front of you. I'm going to answer myself. The answer is real. She signed a full-time contract, not a part-time, show up to the big ones. She is going to be on the road. if you are a fan of Ronda Rousey and she's coming to your city, you're going to go buy a ticket. Not to overhype her, because I don't think this is overhyping her at all. I think she's one of the most influential female athletes of my lifetime. I don't know how many female athletes that there are male fans that said, I will go buy a ticket to watch her perform, entertain, and fight. I've bought Ronda Rousey pay-per-views, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's that she talks smack, she's good-looking, and she backs it up. When you have that three together, that's amazing. And Ronda Rousey's been able to do that. I think she, no doubt, is going to be successful in the WWE.
The only thing that's good, and I tend to agree with you, and real she'll be successful, but the only thing that scares me is guys of her caliber who came from the mixed martial arts world don't translate. Dan the Beast Severin, Ken Shamrock, on and on. And a lot of times it's because they don't know how to fake fight.
Yeah, and Lesnar's a little different because Lesnar was the amateur wrestler, then the WWE wrestler, then the UFC fighter, then back to the WWE.
And then the Minnesota Viking halfback or fullback or whatever.
Ran the ball.
Oh, and in the preseason, he was like an H-back.
Really?
Yeah, he was
I thought he wore number 69. I thought he was an O-lineman.
47, I thought.
Oh, wow.
Maybe,
okay.
I don't know. I might be wrong. I could be. It's happened.
I would give him the ball. He's a good enough athlete.
Dude, again, whatever he wants so he doesn't eat me. That's Monday Mirages live from the Mall of America, where we are, thanks to our friends at Bud Light, Dilly Dilly. They sent us here, and we have been having a great time already. Joining us next, a woman with a Super Bowl ring and a story to tell. Jen Mueller joins us next.